Hello my Canasta friends, welcome to Canasta Class Clinic. In this video we'll be discussing basics, tips, strategies all about Canasta as we play on real Canasta. Our topic today is 14 variations to choose from for your Canasta game. Please put any questions in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. If you have any suggestions on what you would have done differently during play, please put that in the comments, or if you have a topic that you would love for me to present. I love hearing from you. Let's get on with our topic and learn and grow together to become better Canasta players. There are several variations based on regional differences or who you learned from. The rules continue to evolve to add challenge and fun. I have explained the basics of the game throughout those videos on my YouTube channel, Canasta Class. You can check them out. Today we're reviewing all the table rules that you can choose from. What works best for your group? Let's look at 14 options. To help you build your Canasta game, you can choose to circle which one best fits you. And what's your favorite way to play? Looking forward to bringing a challenge and fun to your Canasta game. Here's a look at the 14 options. There are many, many more, but these are the ones that I came up with for today's video. Your initial meld of wilds. There's two choices you could choose for your table. Can you meld wilds if it meets the point count for your initial meld, or even if the wilds meets the point count, do you still need to have a clean triple, meaning 3 of a kind without any wilds? Your initial meld, and you want to pick the pack. Option A is as long as you have 125, 155, 180, and the top card matches, you can pick the pack. That's an additional card. Or option B, you must have a spare pair plus your initial meld count proof by melding. After the initial meld, A, you can meld all the cards because you get a talon to replenish cards, or B, you have to hold 2 cards, one to discard and one to stay in the game. FYI, this B would be also true in a regular game, regardless if you choose A or B after the turn card, because you get no talon. How do you use wild cards? Option A, anytime freely lay down wild cards on your melds. You can go out with a pair and a wild. B, you have to have a meld base of 3 after your initial meld. When you create a new rank, it must be a clean triple. Option C, you need a base of 5 and the new melds must be clean. In order to add a wild card, you must have a rank of 5 outside the initial meld. Special hands and their score. This is really not just A, B, C option. You must discuss it with your team which special hands you're going to use. I did list them A, B, C, but these were just some special hands I pulled. So there's 2 kinds of pairs. You can have pairs of just 7 random pairs. You can have pairs, if it contains wild cards, you must have 7s and aces. You can have garbage, which is 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 4 of a kind, and for my Mahjong players out there, that's 2 pungs and 2 kongs. You can have a straight. A straight would consist of every card in the deck, including the wild cards, and a 3. That's the only time you're going to hold a 3. Will you recognize a dream hand, meaning 2 canastas with 4 wild cards, 2 and 2, 5 of a rank, 5 of a rank? Will you recognize zip code, which is 2 pairs, 2 3 of a kinds, and 4 of a kind? Those Miami pairs, which is pairs with jokers, 2s, 7s, and aces. Make sure that you discuss which special hands you're going to recognize and the score of them. Scoring for each special hand has different values per your table. Replacing 3s. Most people will put 3s down on the table when they pick them up and take a replacement card. If it is in the talon, they will wait their next turn to replace the 3. The other option is 3s can be replaced at any time during the game. Are you allowing your players to look back 3 cards after they pick from the stockpile? Yes or no? Are you permitted to signal wilds? Yes or no? If you forget to pick the talon, are you SOL, meaning you're relinquishing the talon, or are you allowing others to take it when they remember? Special hands. There's 3 options here for special hands. First, no special hand after the initial meld is made by your partner. 2, B, you're allowed a courtesy special after the initial meld. So if your partner makes their initial meld and then the next turn you get your special hand, you get to do the special hand. Or 3, can pick the top card on the discard tray to complete your special hand. Requirements to go out. Do you require 2 canastas of any variation to go out? Or do you require 2 canastas, one must be pure and the other mixed? Scoring as special hands. Option A, your opponents score where they are once you go out. Or option B, if you're the person with the special hand, does it completely wipe out that round score for your opponent, meaning they get a 0? Penalty for a 3 in your hand. A, does it stay in your hand for the duration of the game? And what's the penalty? Is it 100 points or 5 points negative? Or you can replace it any time and not receive a penalty. And finally, the last card picked is a 3. What do you do with it? A, it must remain in your hand and you get negative 100, or is it 5 points? Or B, you get to lay it on the table, get the bonus points, and no additional melding is allowed, and game is over. So please review these table rules and circle which ones help you make your game more fun and challenging. Let's continue to play on Real Canasta. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week's video on Monday. Hit the subscribe button and then you can get notifications. Search in the magnifying glass any topic you would like to search. And if you don't see it, please type it in the comments below and I'll be sure to create it for our next video. Be sure to connect with me, subscribe, hit the bell for notification, give me thumbs up for contents that you like, and share with friends so we all can become better players. Be sure to comment on any video you care to give me positive feedback and to let me know what you enjoyed or what you're looking for. I appreciate you being here and watching my channel, and I hope it's helping you in your Canasta game. Thank you for supporting me. Let's go on Real Canasta and play a few rounds. On Real Canasta, we're going to play a new game. We're going to have 5 cards needed before adding a wild, and that's 5 cards of a rank, and we're going to play invisible mode. Let's start our game. Sort by rank, put out your 3s if you had any, and pick a card for your turn. This is looking like a pairs hand, so let's try it. Let's get rid of an 8. We have no wild, so it's a good opportunity to play a special hand. We can hold on to that ace if we want for a few minutes. Let's get rid of a 9. I'll put it over here if we need to get rid of it. I'm looking for another pair or 2. We don't have any wild, so it's 7 rand. Oh, there's a wild now. So maybe we want to keep that ace to get up to our 125 to open. We need 3 of a kind. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. And if we had triple, we could open. So now I'm going to get rid of a 4 as my opponent to my left put down a 4. 1, 7. 2 7s. 'm going to hold on to the 7. They have 6s and 8s. Let's get rid of our 6s. 2 7s. 2 7s. My partner's open, which I'm thankful for because I'm not able to open. Kings, 8s, and 5s. We have a good match. A king, I'm going to take the pack. And now I'm going to put out, actually I'm going to hold the 5s. Maybe we can get a canasta of 5s. I'm going to put out a 6. I have to get rid of 1 ace and a 7. I'm going to take the pack. And I can get, we have all these 9s. Let's put out our 9s. And 6s is a good discard. Let's put out our 4s. Oh, it's a dead card. Kings are dead. 10. Let's put out a 6. I'm going to close the 8s. It's 1 7. I'm going to use my big card to do that. Oops. Oh, it already has 2 wilds. That's why it went off to the side. Okay, let's put out our 5s. And I'm going to close that. And I'm going to discard my ace. There's 1 7 in there. And 2 7s. Just making sure I can't put anything else out. 4s are dead. 6s, it's not worth it. We don't have enough. 10s, jacks, kings, nothing. So now we're clear for our aces and 7s. And I'm going to end the game. So we got 1,150. They got a whopping 2,000 points for all these 3s. They had all the 3s. We had none. So we're on to our next round. They are at 155 and we are at 180. Put out your 3. Pick a card for your turn. And then discard. My partner discarded a 6, so I'll discard a 6. No wilds for me. Hoping my partner opened 1 7. Oh, I got a wild. So that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We need another 10 or so. Oh, there you go. Maybe we have it now. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 30. I'm going to wait. I think that's 2 7s in there. Maybe we'll pull a 9 or a jack. Up another 4. I'm going to get rid of a queen. Perfect, a 4. I'm going to take the pack. So I have my 2 9s with a wild. And I have 55 more points. So I am going to put out the wild with just 2 4s. Oh, and there's a bunch of 4s there. So let's put out the rest of the 4s and get a canasta. And I'm going to put out all my 6s. Actually, I'm going to hold 2, hold the 5s, put out my jack, put out my 1 9, and I'm going to get rid of a queen. I have to get rid of these 7s. That's another 7. So that'd be 5 7s. I'm not going to pick this just yet. 5 7s. I'll go ahead and take it. Get rid of a few cards here. Let's put out our jacks. Put out our 1 5. We have 2 6s. We have all these 7s to get rid of. So it's 1 7. Nice. That's oh, let's put out our kings. That's 1 7. Let's put the 10s out. 2 7s. Next card will be ace because that's a high card. And 8s, I believe, are dead, so that's a good high card to get rid of. So we're at 2,940, so they're still at 125, and they are at 180 because they're over 5,000. Oh, wow, my partner opened fast. So we're going to try to pick the pack to get some high points here. Not picking just yet. I'm going to try to keep all my low cards. It's 2 7s. Not picking just yet. I'm going to take it now. There's 10 cards in there. Put out the 4s. And I'm going to put out 110. I don't have any 8s. And I'm going to get rid of the king. One 7. I'm going to go ahead and put out my 5s. And I'm going to get rid of a 6. Let's put out my 10s. I'm going to put out my queens. We have our 2 canastas. Let's try to get out of this game. Have to get rid of 1 7. 1 7. Two 7s. Three 7s. Four 7s. And yes. This way they don't get the value of their 3s. We're at 180. They're also at 180. The score is a little closer. We got 100 points for going out. This is not going to make 180, that's for sure. But maybe we can go for a special hand. We have 3, 4. Maybe we can play zip code where it's pair, pair, 3, 3, 4. We have no wilds. Oh, there's our first wild. We could try for pairs also, but we need pairs of 2s and aces. Oh boy, all the 7s are in there. I don't really have much choice trying for these pairs. I don't have any wilds to help my partner open. Uh-oh. They threw out a 5. Let's see what we got here. I think queens were thrown a lot. Oh well, bummer. Guess I should have did one of those low cards. I was still trying to go for pairs. We can still do it. That was a big deck. Wow. Good for them. That might be game. Kings are closed. 9s. Queens. I guess I'll do 4s. Guess I'll do jacks. Guess I could have did a 9. You can use 6s still and 9s for a special hand, even though it's a dead card. Doesn't look like it's happening for us. They have all the wilds. They're definitely going to win this game. They killed it. They got 9,945. They only needed 8,500 points to win. So congratulations to the other team. I did not have any wilds. I had 1 and my partner only had 1. We were struggling to open. It's very difficult to get 180. They had tons of wilds to be able to open and to close all these canastas. And look at all the 3s they had. They got 1,300 points in just 3s. They won that and they killed us, and it was a very quick game. But I want to thank you for joining me, and be sure to connect with me. I would love to have you part of our Canasta Class YouTube channel, and I thank you for coming and watching my YouTube. So there'll be more about basics, tips, and strategies next week on Monday evening at 6:30. I'll release another video. If you have a topic you would like me to go over, please put it in the comments below. And better yet, you can send me an email. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.